Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. My name is Zubaglo, and with me once again is...
Megalomaniac. Hello, Internet.
Good day. So, this week, Cryptic released the Season 10. So, we've got a nice-looking new sector space. Just
One more and they will have more seasons than any science fiction show in America has ever had.
Really, huh?
Yeah. 10 would be what Stargate made it to and what Smallville made it to somehow.
Huh.
Still can't explain that one.
Yeah, that always kind of strikes me as a little strange.
Yeah, I mean, especially by the time he became Superman, he'd pretty much beaten all of his major nemesi, up to and including Darkseid. So
yeah, that's a little on the weird side.
Yeah. Also, I'd just like to point out I am probing this planet over here, 7th from the sun. What's it called again?
I don't know.
Okay.
So the main things about Season 10 is there's two new missions, two new story missions. They added 3 new queued missions, and we will go to those ones next week, because this week we're going to do the 2 new ones.
And it seems people are doing them,
so... Yeah, because there's also a new reputation.
Yeah, and as far as I know, the queues are probably the only way to get the rep for that.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe we'll get some from these.
They added the new pilot specialization, which has some real neat stuff.
One ship you can use it in.
Yeah, right now the only ship you can use the pilot specialization slot in is the lockbox prize, which, of course, there was a new lockbox.
Yes.
We talked about that in a previous
last week,
yeah.
I believe.
I'm
actually completely surprised that there is no just buy at C-store ship with pilot specialization.
Yeah, it's a little on the strange side. It would have been a good time for them to have added a new escort. Like a new,
that isn't a lockbox prize.
Yeah, a bunch of new escorts. So it's strange.
Maybe in the future. Maybe just a time versus effort. Time versus reward thing.
Maybe. So yeah, might as well just first show off. Yeah, so the new galaxy map is a great big square, pretty much for the beta quadrant. Alpha quadrant is a fair bit smaller, but it's still got a lot of new sectors added.
Mm-hmm.
The Delta quadrant is about the same as it was. They didn't add any new sectors. They just made it one big rectangle.
One big map instead of 2 maps.
They changed the transwarps a little bit. So the beta quadrant now takes you to the Azure Nebula, that used to be the transwarp to bring you to the Solanae Dyson sphere.
Mm-hmm.
That just like
which puts you
to be
outside distance of it.
Yeah, so. It still puts you close to it. It just doesn't put you next to the gateway like it used to.
And you can do. So you can do Beta Quadrant, Defira, Delta Quadrant, Sol, and Sphere Space.
Mm-hmm.
Sphere Space. So looks like we lost. Oh, Sherman system as well. I'm not sure what that is.
That's K7.
Oh, okay. I think we lost New Romulus.
Yeah,
though because Beta Quadrant puts you right there.
Yeah, Beta Quadrant actually puts you closer to New Romulus than because they changed the New Romulus transwarp to bring you to the Dyson Sphere gateway.
Yeah, and I'm assuming Romulans still can go directly to New Romulus.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Kronos /
yeah, because you still have the Sol system transwarp.
Yeah.
So I imagine
that just brings you right into the Sol system.
Yeah, so I imagine the other factions still have theirs to bring you to their home world.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the big things. The goofy thing I keep noticing is throughout both Voyager and Deep Space Nine, they're all talking about, the Alpha Quadrant's in trouble. Oh, we have to get back to the Alpha Quadrant. Earth, Beta Quadrant.
Yeah, it's
on the edge basically, but it's It's one of those goofy things.
One of the things that Cryptic was talking a fair bit about was basically how, like, technically speaking, the Earth was, like Earth is basically right on the line, and so they had to basically make a executive decision. They were also basing it on some of the older Star Trek star maps, but while Star Trek as a franchise tends to explain a lot of its technology, it is incredibly inconsistent about scale and where things are in the universe.
Oh, yes. I mean, just taking the most recent movie, for example, they basically imply Earth and Kronos are in spitting distance of each other. Like, they basically imply it's about as far from Earth as Vulcan is. Earth close to Earth, close to Earth, talking astronomically.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm also pretty sure, like, the impression I got from, like, even First Contact was that Vulcan was significantly further away than it's represented here.
I'm not sure.
Because,
I mean, mostly because First Contact was...
Well, the thing is, like, the way they presented the way the Vulcans stumbled upon Earth was that it was like a exploration ship that just sort of stumbled upon them. If you look at how close Vulcan and Sol has been in Star Trek Online, like, they would have seen us a long
what I
time
think
prior.
it was I'm sure the Vulcans knew Earth existed. I just imagine they had their own version of the Prime Directive
probably
that prevented them from looking at Earth until they noticed the warp drive.
Yeah. It's just that movie always struck me as making it seem like it was further away.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, that movie was also not really about that so much as cool fighting cyborgs and James Cromwell being hilarious.
Yep.
I need to buy that one. It's like the one Star Trek movie I want that I don't have.
Anyway, so yeah, we've got some missions to run today.
Yep.
First one, Blood of Ancients.
Yep. And I have not done these, so I have no idea how long they're going to take.
Yeah, neither have I.
We might end up doing one mission today.
So the new mission, much like the previous one, will have unique rewards each week, with the first one coming out next week. It's one I really
it's funny because right now they just have generic rewards.
Yeah, this is the
good generic rewards.
The first one is one I'm definitely looking forward to because I really like transphasics, and this one's gimmick seems pretty nice. But its set is disruptors, and I don't really run disruptors on anything.
They're a good proc, but
yeah,
if you're not using them, it's not going to be
I'm going to have to see what the actual set bonus is. Like, if the full set or even the two-piece is pretty decent, then, maybe. Because, even that console, like, plus 20% transphasic projectiles and plus 20% disruptor damage, like, that's pretty significant.
Yeah, it just kind of locks you into that.
Yeah.
Those two damage types.
Alright, so we need to report to a war planning session on Earth Space Dock.
Yes. Which actually, you don't actually need to go to it, you just need to...
Welcome, and thank you for coming. We've gathered here the finest commanders from Starfleet, the Klingon Defense Force, and the Romulan Republic. We may have
Also, this random Cardassian.
now
Yep.
fight as one. May I introduce Captain Cogman? He will coordinate our combined forces against the Iconians and report to the commanders of all three fleets.
And of course, they are bringing back the great Tom Paris.
Yep. And if you're
And
going to
Robert
have...
Duncan McNeil.
Yeah. If you're going to have a brand new pilot specialization, then you might as well have the iconic pilot bridge officer. Why was Earth Space Dock shaking on your screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, is this a solo mission, or are we just not in the same instance?
Because it's a cutscene, we may not actually be
Okay, now we're in the same. Okay, we're here.
Okay.
Are you out of the cutscene?
No, I'm still in it. Maybe
Okay,
that's why the camera was shaking,
Maybe.
because you actually started the mission and I'm still watching the cutscene.
Yeah, because I'm actually in the mission part now, so we just probably desynced a little. So yeah, let me know when you're ready, because it's showing you in this.
Hello, everyone. Okay, we've learned a few things that could be a weakness in the Herald strategy.
But no, I was going to say, I always felt it a little weird that Tom Paris stayed in Starfleet as far as this goes, just because
Yeah.
I never pictured him as that.
I can see that argument. Also, the character art really doesn't look like him at all.
Well, to be fair, I haven't seen what Robert Duncan McNeil's looked like in the last
Yes, I mean
years,
that's
so he
that's probably
could
the thing.
look like
But
that now.
even in the designing Tom Paris, they did a render of him in Voyager time, like they did with all the other Voyager characters, and he still doesn't look like Tom Paris. It's I don't know, like he looks like he should be like the Doctor. You know, like he looks like he should have stepped out of a police box. All right, so now I'm in, and we got a bunch of.
Are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, you're here. Cool.
We got a,
Yeah, you haven't missed much, just blowing up a bunch of ships.
yeah, so these are
Like
the new.
all the ships?
These are the new enemy ships, the Heralds. Oh, they actually look kind of nice.
Yeah, they look cool. How long till we get a lockbox of them?
I'm kind of expecting it to be the next lockbox.
Probably.
Like, in a way, I kind of expected it to be this one, but like, I don't know why I would have, because it's a little silly for them to add them as a new enemy force and then add them as the lockbox at the same time. Like, I mean, I'm even pretty sure that the Voth lockbox was not, like, it wasn't their first lockbox, it was their second one.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember what they were saying that their gimmicks are. The Herald's gimmicks tend to be
Seems to be EMP probes.
yeah, okay. If I remember correctly, like the fluff was a lot of like gravitic control, which our good friend was kind of a little upset about, but well, he's kind of like that sometimes.
What, Rika?
Yeah.
I didn't hear him mention that.
That's okay.
But, okay. I know I haven't really noticed any like control effects, so
Yeah, actually.
I do notice blue lasers.
Yeah, some nice looking ones too. More heralds, more ships.
Sometimes I wonder how they come up with these names. Yes. Yeah. Ignore that. Someone was knocking on my door.
Alright, fly to shuttle warp out point? What's it asking?
There's one over here.
What is it asking us to do?
There's little circles that we have to go to. Little areas, I should say.
Yeah.
Too many of them. Can't. All of the civilians and most of the crew managed to evacuate. At least that's something. There's nothing more we can do for that starbase. Fall back to New Rendezvous.
Alright, so we can either fall back or try to kill some more.
I don't want to give up that easily. Oh, did you already transfer?
No, I said I still got work to do here. Oh, whatever.
I did too, but apparently made our choice.
Apparently. Something we can look at later.
Yeah, it might be a bug or something.
Or it might have just been a line that we missed.
Welcome to the war. Romulans are asking for boots on the ground.
So we got some more Herald ships around here, so we better go beat them up and then beam down to help.
There's us taking orders from a captain again.
My goodness.
Nice flying. Now hurry up. We got a war to win.
I mean, granted, it is Tom Paris. He would talk like that to a...
It's pretty.
By would, I mean did talk like that to a superior, higher ranked officer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What is he flying?
Great work on those scouts.
Is that a Phantom?
What?
Got the ships headed your way.
The Mercury?
Yeah.
Is that his ship?
Probably,
It might be a Phantom.
I'm
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to.
'Cause that looks different.
Yeah, that doesn't look like any of their normal patterns. I'm gonna have to look that one up later.
Yeah, because it might be a new ship. Kind of cool.
A hint.
I know, it's like looking at it, I kind of want one.
Yeah, it actually does look kind of nice. Actually, you
It's
know,
like
that is a really nice looking design. Like that. That looks a lot like a.
Did the fleet versions of those ships, they had new designs, or is it just
You know what? I
Stat up.
was trying to look specifically to see whether they mentioned it in the release notes, but they didn't actually say whether the fleet versions got a new skin. I'm going to take a quick look, like when we're done this mission or when we're done this recording. I'm going to take a quick look on in ESD and see if it actually says, because it will show the skin options if I look at it in the purchaser.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, they do weird stuff with, like, janking you around, it seems.
Yeah, and that is a
It doesn't seem too terribly detrimental, but...
that whole like throwing you around. There's a bridge officer ability that emulates that. I just can't remember which one it is.
Yeah, because it's not gravity well.
No, yeah, which is
Well,
that.
I've seen things jank around like that if they're caught between, like, 3 gravity wells at once, but that's not what that was.
The one you're thinking of is like the one that sort of just has you kind of be like you're on waves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that there is a. I want to say there is an intel ability that does that.
Watch your back. The heralds aren't pulling their punches.
And now we have to go down the surface and kick some alien butt ourselves.
Yep. So let's.
I'm gonna take... No, not him. Take that one.
All right. Just you should probably make sure that yours has abilities equipped, because for some reason it wasn't showing me any on the team select screen.
Oh, yeah.
It probably is, like, it's probably just a bug with the display because it's yours.
Yeah, so she has her.
Okay.
Has some. Coordinate bombing strike.
Hey.
I don't know if she uses it, but...
I like the command bridge officer abilities. They have some really nice ones, both on space and ground. Trying to secure the campsite.
Oh man, Thrall, I love him from WoW. Actually, he's not the war chief in WoW anymore, is he?
No. If I remember correctly, he is... I mean, he's still a major figure, but he abdicated to someone else.
You haven't played WoW since Frozen Throne, so I have no idea what that stuff is. Man, let's go secure these ruins so everything's okay.
I haven't actually been playing it a whole lot, and I should get back to it because it's still pretty fun.
What's that? Let's play WoW? I'm just kidding. We don't need to do that.
Boy, there are still a bunch of other games that I really want to do something with, and I just need to get myself around to doing so.
Did you get to Uncharted 2 at some point?
I have that actually all recorded. I just need to actually cut the video and then get us to start actually doing commentary.
Yeah, it's like I'll end up playing it before you.
At this rate,
actually, I probably should. I don't have that. I have 3.
3 is pretty good.
And it's on my list. I've seen a pack of 1 and 2 for like $20.
Yeah, those two aren't
both of them for $20.
Yeah.
Which is not nearly as good a deal as all 5 the first 5 God of War games for $20. But well, arguably, assuming you like God of War.
Yeah,
which I thought was okay.
It's just not that interesting to me, but I can see why people may...
Decent action game.
Yeah, I can see why people may enjoy them.
I don't know how well it aged, but it's like I played the original Devil May Cry, I think last month or so, and that game was...
Oof.
It's a lot harder than I remember it being, which is weird, because it's not like it was ever known for being easy. And, but, even the HD remake, the graphics are a little weird. Okay, are these guys just not...
he was just kind of stuck behind that wall.
Yeah.
Also, there was a Tholian back there that just got ruined.
I like how they're fighting the Tholians too.
Yeah.
Get them in on this action.
What's great is that it just shows that even if the Tholians were unwitting agents of the Iconians, that doesn't give them any special favors.
Oh, because they were unwitting.
Probably, yeah. Also, I should actually mention one thing that was in the patch notes for Season 10, but Cryptic did make a big deal about, was they added to the reputation system. So any reputation that has... They refer to them as elite marks. So things like the Borg neural implants, the ancient power cells,
the special
the special
things.
Secondary currencies. They added a way to be able to convert your normal marks into the elite marks.
Oh, that's handy.
Once a day, you can start a special project. It goes alongside the. So it's not one. It doesn't take up one of your 2 normal slots a day. It's in the same. Actually, maybe it does. No, it doesn't, because it goes into the 3rd slot, the one that you normally use for upgrades, the upgrade of your reputation tier, or the conversion of marks to dilithium.
Mm-hmm.
The more direct conversion, not just the conversion that you get for doing the daily projects, but yeah, it goes into that slot. So yeah, so for once a day for 100 marks, you can turn them into one elite mark.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So yeah, I mean it's slower, but that combined with all the other ways that you can get the elite marks for some of these reputations. I mean, it's not so useful.
I never had a ton of trouble getting them, but
it's just that
it's
for
still
some,
handy to have another.
For some of
if you can't,
though,
if you're not geared enough to run elite queues or something like that, or,
yeah, it's
it's not that hard to run the battle
zones. I've only found it to actually be an issue for the Delta Alliance ones, because the Delta Alliance elites,
you're right.
Advance are really hard.
Yeah, I haven't run. Well, I never ran into it because there was nothing from the Delta Alliance I really wanted to grab. So.
I still need to finish building the space set, and then probably getting the space weapon set. Simply because the space equipment set is pretty good for carriers, and I really want to get it for that. I really like how these guys' beams look.
The blue ones?
Yeah, it's like a blue core with a blackish blue outer.
Yeah.
That's a really nice looking beam.
They're taking a page out of the Old Republic lightsaber color.
Yeah.
Where they get every kind of wacky thing.
Yeah, some of those are super wacky.
They are.
Alright, we need to secure this temple. But yeah, so that's one thing that they added to the reputation system. Obviously, reputations that do not have an elite mark do not have this.
Yeah, like I don't think New Romulus has one.
New Romulus does not.
I don't think
Solvians,
does Nukara?
Nukara does not.
think
Omega
those are the other
does.
Solanae
does. Both Solanae ones do. Both the Voth
and the A472
and
one.
the A472.
Yeah.
Delta Alliance does, and the anti-Iconian one does. I'm pretty sure the anti-Iconian one does. I actually haven't looked.
I'm assuming
I
it
imagine
does.
the anti-Iconian one does. It just makes sense. Basically, yeah, like basically ever since they really like having that mechanic where you have the difficult currency which is used to get the better gear that you have to do higher tier stuff for. Like they kind of missed the whole thing where when they had these systems originally put in the game, like before it was a reputation, like they intended it to be a mechanic where if you were doing harder content, you had not just like higher chances to get some of this stuff, but like you needed to be on those tiers in order to start getting some of that stuff. Because it's
make an actual gear progression.
Yeah,
that you have to follow,
that's basically
rather than
what the point was. Like
a lot of lateral upgrading.
Yeah. So,
which like other MMOs do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far these guys not that difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, Borg are harder.
Borg have a
A472 are harder.
Borg have a difficult mechanic.
I should say A472 are tankier.
Yeah.
Changelings are way harder.
Yeah. Although at the same time, changelings are at least like primarily just bosses.
Yeah.
Although speaking of tough bosses, the Davidians.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some pretty tough bosses.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops! I did not see that message. Okay.
Next.
Right, we'll go.
Oh, he's just saying we took the ruins. We get to contact command now. Yay! We saved the ruins.
Yay!
Yay! Now all the ruins will not be destroyed horribly.
Or
that's Iconian.
Whoops! All those faceless Romulans have just been blown up.
One was hairless too.
Why am I?
After all this, we still have no way to actually fight the Iconians.
Why did I, in one frame, be holding a pistol, and then the next frame I was holding my rifle again?
The editor of this film is crap.
Apparently.
So, okay, so now we have to run to the Iconian Gateway.
Yeah, we gotta get ourselves...
to escape the Iconians.
Yes. This seems like a no-fail solution. Actually, like, I wonder if because remember the last time we were here, this place got real badly beat up.
Yeah, but
Like,
that was
we
weeks ago. They had to have fixed it by now.
we kind of tried to like blow up the gateway.
I'm sure they dug it out. I mean, it's the future.
I guess.
I mean, ultimately, it's an Iconian gateway. Couldn't they just open it and have it suck in all the stuff on top of it?
It depends on how the gateway broke.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if the gateway, if the gateway is just covered in rubble, then like, sure, okay, yeah, just open up the gateway and move the rubble through it. But you know, if like the gateway broke, I don't think you can even open up the portal. Oh wow! Already got defeated 100 heralds.
Harbinger of Mtara.
Yeah, we've already beaten up one of their kind, so let's just do that again. Oh wow. That kind of hurt.
Don't stand in the fire.
I was kind of frozen. Like he locked me in place. Or maybe it just seemed that way, I don't know. Oh, we'll try holding him in place.
No, powers, that's the one I was looking for.
Alright, health generator up. Oh, whoops, you're down.
Yeah, I'm down. He's,
Yeah, that
kinda tough.
That occasional, like, disable because of his, anti-grav, stations there is kind of annoying. Oh, but we still beat him up.
Is he dead?
Sure, it looks like it.
Did he drop anything cool?
No.
So we can't take the staff
Yeah.
that he was using,
So
to do all that cool stuff.
The one that he got sucked into. Alright. Alright, investigate Herald activity. Acts main gateway control.
They were apparently looking for something specific because that gateway is locked into a specific location.
Alright. They can tell the Heralds were attempting to access Romulan library files. They're looking for information about the Preservers.
Okay.
Alright. The gateway destination plotter.
Coordinates for the plotter are still set. It looks like they're going to Preserver Archive on Lanus 3.
Huh.
We need to find out why.
Alright, let's try to activate the gateway.
I'm a little busy here. What do you need?
Alright.
Acknowledged. Wouldn't want to miss the party. I'll get every ship with an operational warp drive headed that way as soon.
Okay, so our ship will also hopefully meet us there. Let's.
Well, we got two ships. One of them should be able to make it.
Yeah.
Or we're firing our entire crew.
Yeah, I mean, come on, guys.
Out of a torpedo bay.
Hey, we're back here.
This is what the Breen were after, right?
Yeah. Because they thought it was a weapon.
Well, maybe it is.
I mean, the Iconians wanted to be here, so what was the archive going to tell us? You know, the Iconians. Oh, they can't answer us, so let's just have to wake one of the Preservers instead.
Is his name Jarek? No, Javik? Is his name Javik?
No, it just says Preserver. Same.
Is he on Eden Prime? Oh, okay. Let's make a Mass Effect reference.
Yeah.
Actually, the way they're talking, they remind me of... there's this old show, actually, kind of... It's quoted as being Gene Roddenberry's. It's called Earth Final Conflict.
Oh, yeah.
It's Gene Roddenberry's in that he did the plotting for the series, but I don't think it actually got made until a few years after he died. But the way they're talking reminds me of how the aliens talked on that. And now we need to defend the Preserver from these guys for 2 minutes.
So it kind of sounds like the issue with the Iconians may be that they're just upset at the Preservers.
Their parents don't love them.
Yeah. Something along those lines.
They have daddy issues on a galactic scale. And once again, using that orbital strike in hilarious places.
Yeah, technically my ship isn't even here. This is even better.
Okay, so the brain ships are still here because they're losers, and you hacked into one.
Yeah, I just asked them nicely.
And it fired a phaser instead of a, whatever they actually use.
I think they use Polarons.
I think they use Polarons too.
Yeah. Or clearly it was a Deferi ship.
That would kind of make sense.
Yeah, it's like, as much as I have said in the past, like that I am not a big fan of the orbital strike ability because I think it's very inappropriate for engineering, and in order to make it balanced, it's almost useless. It is still a hilarious ability.
Yeah, the one in Tor's good.
The one in Tor is I'm not really sure.
It's still hilarious, but it's good.
Yeah, I'm not really sure I would call it a good ability, but
because
its cooldown timer is fairly short, it is actually pretty effective. It's more effective.
It also, the key to it is it also knocks them down.
Yeah.
And it hits in a fairly wide area.
The Tor one is more effective because since it's a much lower cooldown, it actually is slotted into a more regular rotation, and as a result, it has a use. Whereas the one in STO is like a fairly lengthy cooldown, so it's very hard to use it regularly. This doesn't look good.
Nope. Well, that was a pointless 2 minutes of shooting things. Or was it?
Or was it?
Nope, he's dead.
Oh.
We're in orbit, and we're not alone. The rest of the fleet is about 2 minutes out, but the Heralds are here, and they do not look happy.
Oh, we better beam back up and deal with the Heralds. Oh, poor guy.
I know, he was our only hope.
They are not kidding around. Raise your shields. We need to hold out until the rest of the fleet arrives. On an intercept course.
It probably wasn't our only hope, but that was still.
I don't know, given at this point that I'm pretty sure we have yet to actually kill a single Iconian.
Yeah, we're
killing their lackeys, but
Yeah, we haven't been doing too great on the
Iconians.
The actual
They're-
fighting of Iconians. And even then, we haven't been doing that great on the actual fighting of Heralds either.
Blown up a lot of ships.
We have, but it seems like the rest of the Alliance is not doing that hot.
One minute out. 4 final ships. These guys just won't give up.
We could probably hold out for another minute. It's not that long.
Easily. My shields are barely damaged.
Yeah.
This is nothing. I do like the blue lasers.
Yeah,
I want the blue lasers.
they are.
I mean, it's like,
really
I know
nice.
they have the TOS era phasers that you can get.
Yeah, these ones are still
probably what they're using.
No, they're not, because the TOS era ones are straight blue. These ones are the blue and black.
Where are the heralds getting all these ships? More inbound.
Well, Tom, if you had seen the inside of the other Dyson Sphere, you'd see that they have a hell of a lot of ships.
Just a few.
You know, like
Million.
a few, yeah.
Million.
You know, enough to block out a sun. So, a lot of ships.
So I don't know if it was on your screen, but the cavalry included a like TOS era Romulan bird of prey.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I noticed that.
Yeah. Apparently on we're that desperate.
That's awesome. We're calling in like the new Romulan pilots, the captains.
It's like this is like when like in the Marvel universe Galactus invades and they call like I don't know, the Great Lakes Avengers or something like that. Which are an actual thing for people out there who don't know. It's a comedy book, but there is actually a Great Lakes Avengers.
There's probably Avengers everywhere.
There might be now, but it's like this is back when I think there was Avengers West Coast and then just normal ones.
Okay, seeing the close up, that is a really nice looking ship.
Looks like a mobile armor from Gundam,
Yeah, probably.
powered by Satan.
Engage, Dreadnought. That's not giving me much hope for this battle, actually.
It's like one of those Final Fantasy spells where we're supposed to lose.
Or like one of those first missions where you see the Undying Dreadnought.
I'm not seeing numbers pop up.
Yeah, it's just going critical. Wow, this just summons Iconian gateways behind it.
Mm-hmm. Also, I find it amusing I've already gotten the achievement for killing 100 Herald ships.
Nice. This doesn't seem like a good sign.
It's about to blow up the planet, isn't it?
That
Yeah, it looks like it's about to blow up the planet. That's blowing up the planet.
that's rude.
That is full-on Death Star right there.
Wow, that's not very nice.
Or, well, the planet's still
Okay.
there. It's just horribly scarred. It probably just destroyed the.
Oh, the archive is completely destroyed. Yeesh. That sucks.
And we lost a third of the fleet.
Yeah. Oh, and the camera glitched right out while I was warping.
That's an Empire Strikes Back ending if there ever was one.
Yeah.
Today is a dark day for the Alliance.
Starbase 234 is lost. The Iconians destroyed the gateway on New Romulus.
I thought the gateway was already destroyed, so honestly, it coming back and blowing up again is surprising enough.
Yeah. The sad thing is, though,
Stand with the Iconians.
I think we have slightly more success than they did at Wolf 359.
Yeah, actually.
Because that had 3 ships survive out of like 39. That's
Well, also the battle at Wolf, wasn't it only like against a cube?
also, yeah, so it was only against a single cube, so, you know, scoring slightly better than that.
Yep.
To win where we can. And we will fight.
So how long before this shit gets desperate enough before we actually call in the Borg? Like, please help us.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna say we have already called in the Borg against the.
No.
War.
The not the cooperative. I mean, like the Borg,
yeah.
the Queen. When does shit get that desperate?
Yeah, we'll see.
Although this is a dark day,
All right.
you have served admirably. The loss of
So
the Archive
giving
is
us
but the
some.
preservers
Yeah, I need to see what these destabilizing resonance.
more death
What this ability is. Gives you the ability to make more of them as well.
will struggle.
I'll just take the anti-proton beam array for now.
Yeah, I took the cannons because, you know, I kind of have 8 of beam arrays already.
Alright, what do I got here? Resonance training manuals. Oh, it's a science ability. It looks like it's space ability.
Cool.
Maybe? Oh, okay, yeah. Interesting. Physical damage
check
ignores
that out
shields
later.
per second to enemy targets in 3-kilometer radius of target for 10 seconds. -5 all damage resistance rating per pulse. -5% energy weapon damage per pulse, and at 10 stacks, weapons offline for 3 seconds.
Yeah, try that out at some point.
Yeah.
Give it to somebody. Don't know who.
I will probably.
Though I guess actually here's an interesting question. Let's see if not that one.
Oh, so one destabilizing resonance beam 1 is a lieutenant ability.
Okay, so you don't get those again on a replay.
Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense because one of the things that you get is the ability to craft them. So you can still make more. You just have to do it through the normal means. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, that took about 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the next one, or you want to save it for?
You know what? Let's do Delta Flight next time because
Okay.
Delta Flight is probably going to take well, maybe not as long, but it'll definitely be extending into a significant mission if we a significant episode if we carry on from here. So I guess next week we may not do cube missions, but we'll see how long Delta Flight ends up being.
So this is a cliffhanger.
Dun dun dun.
Mr. Worf, fire.
We'll see you all next time.